Welcome to this tutorial on how to use the split method in the string class. I have a class set up here with the main method just to get us started, and I have a string variable called sentence, and it's set equal to there's no place like home. So we can break this sentence up into individual words and store them into an array called words. And this is done very easily with a string method called split. Now split takes in a regular expression, which is basically just a string. But a regular expression is a string that can store patterns in it. Most of the time we just use a regular expression that's just literally the character we're looking for. And what we want to put in here is a space, and that is the delimiter that's going to be used to solve this problem. So what is a delimiter? Well, first let's define what tokens are. So in the case of this sentence, the words are the tokens. And we know when one word starts and ends because there's a space in between, and that space is called the delimiter. Because I would like all of the words, then that means that the space is the delimiter, and that's what I need to pass into split. So I'm going to write a quick for each loop here. So each element in here is going to be a string word. I'll just use string W for that. And we're going to iterate through words. And we'll just print it out just like that. So this will print one word on every line as shown. Now, like I said, regular expressions can be can hold patterns. For instance, one of the standard symbols for that is \\s. So this symbol means it means a single space, and it's any type of space character. So space bar, new line character, those types of things. So if I run this again, it'll actually execute the same way because the delimiter is basically a single space. But if I were to add additional spaces somewhere in the sentence and run this again, we'll see that we will have a lot of empty strings in our array. And what's causing that is every space is a single delimiter. So what's in between the two delimiters? Well, nothing. So what's happening is these ones down here that look empty are actually empty strings. So what we can use a regular expression for might be to say I want at least one, but possibly more spaces. So one or more spaces. Now if I were to run this, we'll see that all the spaces between no and place were seen as one delimiter because our delimiter allows for additional spaces. There are a lot of other things that make up regular expressions. It's a whole topic unto itself, so if you're interested in that, you might look that up on your own. Let me just show you another example of how you might use split. Let's say I have a string that represents time, possibly 2 hours and 35 minutes and 54 seconds. And I would like to break this apart into basically units. Now remember, this is going to convert it to a string array and not numbers. So if you're going to need to do some computations with these numbers, you're going to have to convert them to integers. But right now, we're just trying to split it into the individual units. So I'm going to use the split method, and this time the delimiter for this case is going to be a colon. So when I create a for each loop to iterate through each unit in units and print them out, we should get all of those broken into pieces. So I hope this is a very useful tool for you to use regular expressions in a split method. Good luck.